Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below. We're definitely talking about moon's energy, lunar energy. If this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I'm the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. And my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs of the African traditional religions by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so very much for being a part of our platform. To melanated people all over this globe, these lives are here to educate you and give you the opportunity to actually be able to interact with the actual natural energy of Mother Earth and Father Sky that is available to each and every one of us. Depending on your gift, your talent, your ability, and how you traditionally operate in that energy, frequency, and vibration. A lot of times I try to teach universal laws because it applies to each and every one of us. It doesn't matter whether your cultural beliefs or whether you are beginner, intermediate, or advanced. What's up there, Jeremy? To each and every one of you guys, thank you so very much for being a part of this platform, because this platform is here for you to get what you have need of. What's up there, my Ryan, my Libra in the house? Tree Rhonda. There go my Aries. She made sure I had some breakfast this morning. Let me tell y'all something. What's up, Demetrius? That's what I'm talking about. Gemini's in the house. To each and every one of you guys, excited to be here with you. And hopefully that the things that I am sharing is making a tremendous difference in your life. Because at the end of the day, I or anybody can make no grown man or grown woman do anything. But what I can do is share information and hopes that you can catch on to some of this information and make your life worth living a reality that you want to be in there. What's up there, Mother Susan, the mother of our mother church? Anyway, what's up there? Hello, my Karen O'Brien, my Gemini. I just got through talking to her. My Chris from Philadelphia. What's up, Sag? Where's my Stormy? He said, Ryan said, glad to see you looking better. I know that's right. It's hard to destroy sexy. My God, on today. What's up, my Virgo? I know I'm going to say this. You have been so good to me, and you've been coming inside about the lives and participating. But every time I see that Virgo, I think about my mama whooping me. And I got to stop thinking like that. My mama beat my ice. I was something else. I ain't even going to lie. I think she just said I look too much like my daddy. And Karen O'Brien, I knew I had it over there. I went over there as soon as I got off the my Zoom with her. I went over there. I knew I had one over there in my Ligva. So, greetings to each and every one of you guys. I'm glad that Natasha. See, Natasha is Aquarius from North Carolina. Natasha can't be doing me like that. If I'm gonna call you my aphrodisiac, you cannot just be not being present. I be sitting out there looking around. That's like being hard for no reason. My Lord Jesus, talk to her. Don't do me like that. All right, I had to get over there. So to each and every one of you guys, thank you for being a part of that. And all of you got a chance to see my the videos that I have been going through, the warfare and the different situations. So I had to what up, crab cakes? What it be? Wait a minute, Devin. And those that do not know that we are a monetized channel, so super chat if you got questions or concerns or you want to be an asshole for free. I'll look. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and share button. Thank you so very much. There go my crab cakes. That's my Monique 444. Now, let me say this. And I'm going to... hold on. One of the things that I love about being a teacher of the ATRs, let me see. You have to get a consultation. And if you think your roommates are witches, then why you moved in with witches? They just might be bitches. They know a little magic. Because y'all like to make people witches. And that's not an actual spiritual term, but sometimes women just bitches with a little magic. That don't make them witches. So, what's that? Thank you, Natasha. My Aquarius. These people around here, they get on social media and they think that their problem is our problem. Now, let me say something, y'all. I'm gonna say some things on it now. I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries. My rising sign is Pisces. So all of y'all that don't know, understand that, and please, Devins, don't put all them long old channels in there. You must get you a consultation if you're serious about it. This is not a venting situation. We about solving problems, issues, and circumstances. And I'm being very honest with you. I don't take what nobody say. I do my own readings, and therefore I come to my own conclusion with my own spirit. So, but thank you so much for chiming in, because it does help the algorithm. But if you are serious about any of that you're talking about, you will get a consultation and you will move forth on my website and get the things that you have need of. Because witches over here get stitches. I don't do all that complaining, and I take action. Okay, that's what I teach over here. If it ain't bother you enough to work on it, it ain't bothering you that bad. And apparently that the fact that you got roommates, that means you got money issues. So you can't even afford the problems that you are out here professing. Say a lot. Now, I want to say to each and every one of y'all, thank you so much for your actual concern, how you supported me, watching me go through my situation, my circumstance, in real time. And so these are the things that I visibly do not have a problem coming online to show people, because me, I believe in being a first partaker. I believe in being an example of the magic, the spirituality that I profess, that I operate in. And a lot of times when you are not tangibly there with a person, a place, or thing, the very least that I can be is as transparent as I can be, in order for you to understand that I'm actually working for you, that I'm actually putting my best foot forward. And a lot of you guys just understand my work schedule and how I have just going through these health situations, and how spirit has been bringing me through. Now, I am crowned Mafedi Fun Oya Yanza, and I'm crowned Mafedi Fun Babalu Aye. But I am rocking Mafedi Fun Ochosi in honor of Minister Mario, son of Ochosi. On this 15th of this December, I will be 52 years old. Now, this is what 52 looks like when you are truly a divine being. When you are connected to divine sources and you don't mind whooping ass and you have a good sex life. Now, all of y'all that say y'all don't want no man or no woman, that's your business. But sex is a great exercise, huh? And if you like to eat the fruits and the seed, it makes life even better. I pity the food. I pity the food. It is what it is. I like to keep it real. I like to keep it honest. But I am here to teach you how this stuff really, really works. Now, over here, we don't complain. We come up with resolution and we implement them and we apply them. So I want to talk to you guys about why working on a Sagittarius is dangerous. So all of you that do not know, I'm a pastor, but I've been in church all my life. All that life I know. And I have been married to preachers' wives, preachers' daughters in my process. But I've been in the church world doing the ATR, so I'm so accustomed to the dogma of church. I'm so accustomed to being called a demon. My practice is being demonic. Now, I want to talk about some stuff because that's what I was going through. Now, what the issue that a lot of people had when I came along into the church world, they didn't realize how much I didn't give a damn about what they thought or what they believed. Now, I'm going to say something and I'm not trying to be offensive. A lot of people say that they don't care about what people think or what people believe, and they actually do. When a Sagittarius tells you something that they don't care about, they don't care about it. I say what I mean what I say. I did not realize when I got into the church world how many phony people they are. They say one thing, they do another. They criticize, they judge people for the very things that they are doing. I had to learn that way of speaking and dealing with church people. And I'm gonna say something not to cast light on the church in a negative way, but these are the things that I had to contend with when I was in the church. I'm not a blind follower. I'm not gonna follow somebody or follow their information without studying. I'm not going to be the type of student in a class and just let you teach. I ain't gonna ask no question. I've always been the type of individual that most people, when I come to Sunday school or Bible study, they be like, Lord, here he come. Cause I done studied. I studied the lesson. This is what my take on. Now you need to explain to me this is this. So I'm always have questions. That's why I never understood when people sit in church, when I know what they're going through and I know what they're dealing with, and they ain't asking questions. I have literally stopped in the middle of a sermon and told people in my church, you need to be listening more than anybody. Out of everybody sitting up in this church, you need what I'm saying more than anybody in here. You got the nerve not to be paying attention. That's what type of person. That's a Sag. Because I would stop in the middle of a conversation. I would stop in the middle of a sex act. Huh? And ask you again. I thought you said you wanted this. Now you suck this like you said you wanted it. One thing I know spiritually and I know sexually, I know when you all in. I know when your attention, because I'm a Sag. I read energy. You know, I want all the throat. I don't want some of the throat. I want all of the throat. You know, you said you were single, so what you saving it for? You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked you all these questions. But you giving me some of these substances like you married. That means you trying to save some of this for later. But if you single, then what you holding back for? Let's pulverize each other. Anyway. So my thing is that the reason why I get on social media and I keep telling people I'm a Sagittarius, my moon is Aries, my rising sign, because that is the indication of what you're going to be dealing with. That's the indication of what kind of waters you're going to be dealing with. That's the indication of what kind of mindset. And I don't have time. Now, I do realize that a lot of people think that when you're dealing with a Sagittarius, that you have a preconceived idea of Sagittarius. So let me explain what Sagittarius and why when people in the church world were working on me, I'm going to tell you how it was. First of all, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is one of the biggest, it's the biggest planet in the solar system in our constellation. The second biggest is Saturn. So Sagittarian people come automatically with big energy. Because I was trained so as a child, I excelled above most Sagittarian people. I also came up with a lot of resources. So I was never that practitioner or that spiritualist that did not have the tools that were necessary. I know what to do. I know where to go. I know how to do. So in the church, when you are labeled as a demon, demonic, chief demon, people feel justified of attacking you. Now listen, let me explain something to y'all about church people. Church people feel if they label you as evil, then they have a right to mistreat you, handle you any kind of way. And because you are a child of Satan, you are a child of a demon, they have a right to spew all kind of venomous things towards you. I'm a Sagittarius. I won't bother your ass. Therefore, you come at me, I'm going to give, like I tell people, you make me cry, I'm going to make you scream. Most of the things that I had to continue in the church with, I had to whoop a lot of people's ass, pastors included. Not because I was bothering people, but because people did not understand my energy, neither did they care to understand. You got to understand, when you're dealing with somebody in the church world, they're not there trying to get clarity or understanding of what's the other side of the story or the other side of the coin. They judge, and therefore they operate according to that judgment. What's up, my baby Scorpio? What's up, my Boaz? I didn't realize getting into the church world, especially getting into the apostolic and Pentecostal ways of church, how much people love to prophesy against people. They love to speak against your life. Most church people act like they have all of God's power. All of juju, all of heaven is backing them. Which is so far from reality and truth. And when I'm a Sagittarius, if you challenge me, I am going to walk the dog with you. I don't care if you mama, daddy, brother, sister, cousin, whatever. If you challenge a Sagittarius, you're going to have to bring that. And because my moon was in Aries, I was a war sign. So I did not have no problem fighting anybody. Naturally or spiritually, but mostly spiritually. That was not an issue. Now, how I'm going to say this. Saints, members, and friends. I have heard a lot of people in the church, spiritually. I have killed people in the church. I've killed preachers, spiritually. I have told people life up because people were attacking me. I always look like the villain because of how aggressive a Sagittarian can be, how ruthless a Sagittarius can be, especially when a Sagittarius feel like you did something that they did not deserve. And in the church world, people having opinions, they carried those opinions like they were facts. And they felt like they were justified because somebody said, oh, he practiced voodoo, or he do that stuff. He worked roots. And that made them feel that they had the right to pray to their Jesus on me. Well, the way I came up, that's a warfare, which is a fight. A lot of y'all that come up in the church world, y'all going through stuff because y'all always call yourself praying on people. The Bible say lay hands suddenly on no man. That's not what you do. Your mentality, if you don't like somebody because they gay, to pray on them. You don't like somebody because of what they're doing, pray on them. And guess what? That is a bad way to be, especially the fact that you don't know who you're going up against. Because that same Bible tells you to count up the cost before you go to war against somebody. And the idea that you think it's okay that you could start something you can't finish, and then if you find out you can't finish it, then they need to have an understanding that you didn't understand what you were getting involved in. That ain't my problem at that point. I had somebody tell me, my ex was telling me, she was like, oh, they like to spar with you. I said, this ain't boxing. I ain't the one to spar. You strike at me, I'm gonna try to hurt you. They trying to grow spiritually. No, that's not how you grow spiritually. Attacking me. I'm telling y'all what the church does. That's why when you get into old China, you get into all these covens and these elays, that's why you find all these what they call witch wars. It's because that's the same mentality they have in the church. You always got to have somebody to fight on, somebody to do something to. I was taught if you can give a lick, you should be able to take a lick. So what happened was, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Oh, let me say this. Hello to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Church folks, especially pastors, they like to go to spiritual people. They preach against root workers, conjurers, and all that stuff, but then they go to those type of people. And so a lot of those people were, because of my background, they were attacking me. Why it is dangerous to attack a Sagittarius? Because they're ruled by the king of the gods. And all I need is the justification to put it to you. And the mere fact I didn't start the fight, The mere fact I did not start that fight makes me feel just as justified to doing whatever I feel like I need to do to you. So what I have encountered is a lot of people, and I still deal with it to this day in relationships. So this morning, the spirits woke me up. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. After having such a breakthrough with my egg that night. So they woke me up like 4 o'clock this morning. So they began to show me who was working, where the work was coming from. And then they told me what I needed to do. When you're dealing with a man or woman that is connected to the divine, not only showing them, giving them visions about who you are, also telling them what they do. What's up, my aloha, my girl, my Aquarius from Hawaii. Not only did I know who it was, I also was told specifically to get a particular herb to utilize. So I have another conjure pot that I have. So I was working that conjure pot. Now, what is going to happen is that these individuals are going to say that I'm attacking them. When the truth, that's what they do in the church. When the truth about it is I'm just offending myself. So I'm going to say this because I know you watch my lives. Okay? I'm going to talk to you in particular. So let me explain to you guys like this. The people that can get to you are your family members. They don't have to be strong in magic. That's a personal concern is that they share DNA with you. Another type of person, whether that's your children, whether that's your mother, that's your father, those are people that you have had children with can also work on you because you have shared blood with those individuals and that the child is created. And so therefore, it is not that other people on the outside cannot work on you, but they cannot affect you like other people that has had intimate sexual relationship with you and birthed a child with you. Then you have people that can affect you because of living arrangements. You know, somebody moving in your house or your apartment. These people have access to certain things that belong to you and that your DNA or your Ache has been a part of. So, in my situation, we got a child together. Now, I'm going to tell you what this is, because I'm specifically speaking to you. I was never trying to kill you. Because if I wanted you up underneath the ground, I would have did. There was nobody in your family strong enough to stop me if that was really my intention. It is not my fault that you got an ego. It's not my fault that you all go around talking about y'all got this and y'all got that. This is what happened in the church world. People walk around and got these egos about they this and they there. And so therefore, when people like a Sagittarius come along, when they only being who they are, they ain't got nothing to do with you, got nothing to do with them. It's just that they're being who they are. And so you feel that because you feel that what I practice is evil, that you have a right to do the things that you do. Now, you fucked around and found out very quickly that and I told you, because these other people on this platform, they don't know me, but you know. And I told you, because I'm a Sag, if somebody can do something with me, I'll tell you. You may not believe it, but if somebody out of my class, I'm a Sag. But if somebody's not out of my class, I'm going to tell you that too. And so therefore, because you believe that these people were in a place to do something with me, that's why you got your ass tore up. Because I'm a Sagittarius, I'm not going to let you disrespect me. I'm not going to let you disrespect where I come from. So a lot of the things that happen to you, you cause on yourself based off of your belief that another individual was in a place to stop me or do something with me. That's not a Sagittarius fault. That's your fault, because you should have did your homework. And even because of the simple fact that you decided to prophesy, and they decide to prophesy on me, what was I to do as a Sagittarius? Let what you prophesy against me come to pass? That is not in my nature. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm going to put what's happening on your ass and all those that are involved. That is not me being a monster. That is me being a mathematician about my spirituality. You understand? I don't care who you are. If you're not my mother, you're not my father. You're the two people I can't curse. If you don't want no problem with a Sagittarius, don't work on me. Don't pray on me. Don't ask God. Don't ask the devil. Nothing concerning me. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to defend myself. And I am ruthless. I was raised like that. I was taught like that. And so that doesn't make me a bad person. That makes me a great fighter. And so what happens is when I get involved with people, they're always trying to humble me in some type of capacity. I have big energy. Just like I got a big dick, I got big energy. You didn't have a problem with my dick, so you shouldn't have a problem with my energy. You understand? So I'm not understanding in real time why there's such a problem, because I'm reading around the family and I'm seeing some of the same situation and same circumstances that my family was doing, that their family was doing. This is what I tell y'all about the church people. They like that's the pot talking about the kettle. They live in an extreme line of hypocrisy. So when I was not going to do, and let me tell y'all something about it. If you get involved with a Sagittarius, the last thing you're going to be able to do is control them. A Sagittarius and a Gemini loves their freedom. The last thing that you were going to do, my mom is a Virgo, and my mom, she go from mothering to smothering. And I didn't let my mom control me. There was no way on planet Earth that I was going to let another piece of pussy, not another vagina, on planet Earth guide me and tell me what to do, how to live. That is not my problem. I don't have a problem. I have not ever had a problem with no other woman operating in their authority, because that ain't got nothing to do with trying to control me. The mere fact that you thought that you could use spiritual tactics. Now, the various of car accidents that you got into, the reason why you got in those car accidents, because I told you, do not fuck with me. And when you deal with a Sagittarius, they're going to bring to pass whatever it is that they're saying. Now, you can call me, yes, my son was in the car. Because I'm not ashamed about nothing I do. Do not prophet. When you made the decision to prophesy against me, because every year you know that y'all were prophesying that I was going to die every Thanksgiving. Every Thanksgiving, before Christmas time, you were prophesying that I was going to die. So, why is it wrong for me to reverse that? Why is it wrong? If you're going to prophesy that kind of ilk towards me, and we all know that universally energy is never destroyed, it's transmuted, transformed, but never destroyed. So, if you're going to get out here, and this is why I tell people, and all of y'all that practice the ATR, that's why I never get in a relationship with another Christian woman. You cannot get in a relationship with a man or woman that you, in your head, in your heart, you think that they're doing evil. You should not be in a relationship with no man or woman. I don't care if you're gay, straight, or bi. You should never be in a relationship with somebody that is practicing a particular tradition or a particular spirituality that you deem as evil, and then you're trying to have a relationship with them, because it's not going to work. You are not, the moment you made up in your mind, because I was never going to change. I'm a Sag. The moment that you came to the conclusion that you saw that my practices, because I did those practices in front of you, the moment that you deemed them as something evil, and that you knew that you were going to have a problem with it, you should have sat down and had a conversation with me and said, you know what, we need to part ways, because I do not believe in those practices. What the problem is when you are Sagittarius, when you benefit off my gift, my talent, and my ability. I'm going to say this again. When you benefit off my talent, my gift, and my ability, and then turn around and call, I'm going to feel betrayed. And because I'm a Sagittarius, my moon is in Aries, and my rising sign Pisces, there got to be some get back. Because that's the only way I'm going to have some peace of mind. See, I need to be snugged in at night and feel like God has been good to me. And the only way that I'm going to feel that way as a Sagittarius is that there's some repercussion for those actions that were taken against me. Now, I also, as a Sagittarius, I'm very territorial. If you knew that you wanted to be a single parent and you wanted to be able to rule your child the way that you want to rule your child, then you should have never had sex with me and you should have never had a child with me, because I don't believe in that. I'm going to say this again. If you're going to get in a relationship, I'm speaking to all of y'all out there, especially if you're dealing with a spiritual Sagittarius. If you want to be that mother or you want to be that father, and that when that child is born and you want to have all the say-so concerning that child, then you, sir and ma'am, don't need to do that with no Sagittarius. Because a Sagittarius is going to fight back. A Sagittarius not going to let you do that. I told all three of my sons at 16, I'm not chastising you no more. I ain't do it to two of them. I did all three. I said between 16 and 18, how you handle me determine what kind of relationship we're going to have when you get grown. When my youngest son decided that he didn't want to fuck with me no more, I told him that these words, as long as you don't put my name in your mouth and say anything, we ain't got no problem. But what you're not going to do is go around and talk about I don't care about you, because I'm not here to let no woman or man tell me how to be no father. If nobody told me how to fuck your mama, ain't nobody gonna tell me how to father my child that I fuck for. That's just, I'm a Sagittarius. And that don't make me a bad person, don't make me a good person. That just make me a person, a human being. See, I don't believe that the white man got to tell me what to do for my child, because the white one wasn't there when I was knocking your mama pussy down. So I don't need nobody. And what I'm saying to you, I say to anybody. If you're not involved in the activities of bringing that to pass, then I don't need your opinion, because I didn't need your help getting it, so I don't need your help doing what I need to do. And maybe you need a more docile man. Maybe you need a more passive man. But a Sagittarius man ain't none of those things. I wasn't gonna never be that. I don't care if I was 18, I don't care if I was 21, I don't care if I'm 92. I ain't gonna never be that man. I'm a fire sign, and my moon is in Aries, which is another fire sign. So I'm a very dominant individual. And so trying to manipulate me, trying to talk about me was only going to make me whoop ass. That's all it was going to do. And that don't mean, there's people that have been knowing me over 20 years, they'll tell you quick, oh, Sam won't hurt a fly. Because they've never done anything to me to make me respond to them. Because that's what Sagittarius do. We return energy. It is not wise to think that you can manipulate a Sag. They're clocking you, and they're going to give you enough rope to hang yourself. When you are serious about conjure spirituality, if you are in the church world and you're with somebody and you may want to get in a relationship, if you think what they are practicing is demonic, then you don't need to be getting in a relationship, number one, and you definitely don't need to be having kids with them. All of a sudden now, there is roots, it's voodoo, it's sorcery, all this bullshit. But when the dick was on the table, it's too many people got something to say. Now, if you understood a Sagittarius don't care nothing about what your mama got to say. The Sagittarius don't care what your daddy got to say. Your family got to say. That's not a Sam Ely thing. That's a Sagittarius thing. Because if you met my grandmother, she was the same way. If you met my grandfather, he was the same way. That's not a Ely thing. That's a Sagittarius thing. And these are the things that you need to understand, that if you're going to get in relationship this, so everywhere they went, they were always getting somebody to pray against me, prophesy against me. So, me being a Sagittarius, an antagonist, I went out my way to show them they couldn't do nothing with me. A Sagittarius is not going to let you flex on them, especially when they know you can't. If you don't want a Sagittarius to make you eat your words, then don't say them. I'm going to say it again. If you don't want a Sagittarius to make you eat your words, then sir and ma'am, do not say it. Because nobody makes any individual say or do the things they do. And that's whether you said that 3 hours ago, whether you said that 3 years ago, whether you said that 15 years ago. A Sagittarius person does not forget anything somebody says to them. And they're going to make you eat that. What's up about Pisces goddess? Sagittarius has high expectation, not on you. Only time the Sagittarius has expectation on you, you tell them something. I got my baby Scorpio out here. I have my baby Stormy out here. I got some babes out here. I'm telling you, if you're going to practice conjure and you know that you're going to be 10 toes deep down in conjure, then do not get in relationship. Don't mean that you're not going to have problems with other people that's in conjure, because that's not true either. But you don't need to be with no Christian person that sees your practice as demonic, because that's going to be a war that you ain't going to never win. I'm not going to be with somebody talking about I don't put roots on them or witchcraft on them to be with them. That's the thing that used to get me the most. I asked them, I said, so there's nothing attractive about me that I have to do spell work to get some ass. Because when you bring accusations against me, I get really vulgar. I'm just telling you about me. When you accuse me of something, I'm going to get very vulgar. Because now you got to make this make sense to me. Where are you coming to with those conclusions? If you have any inkling that you are messing with a man or woman that is practicing and you got a problem with what they're practicing, don't get involved with them. And my God, on today, don't have kids with them. It is not fair to that child that you already knew that you had a problem with the practices and the spirituality of that man or that woman, and then later on call their parents demons, devils, and all these things. Stop that. That is immature. Because if the dick was not demonic, the pussy wasn't demonic. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Because we create a lot of problems and then that fall on those children. Because those children had nothing to do with your sexual situations and circumstances. You need to come to your own conclusion when it comes down to real life. And I would tell any man or any woman, gay, straight, or bi, do not get involved. If you're in the ATRs and you're in the church, don't deal with a Christian. If they're not already practicing and open-minded with that, do not deal with them, because they're based off of their dogma. They're looking at what you do, and they're not going to care if you heal them. They're not going to care if you cast out spirits off them. They're not going to care if you help their finances. They're not going to care if you deliver their mama. Because at the end of the day, when they get mad with you, you're going to be demonic. I had to deal with that in both of my marriages. When I was helping them get jobs, helping them get promoted on jobs, it was all good. But when I stood my ground, I became the devil. The truth of the matter is I didn't become the devil. I was already perceived as the devil. I'm telling y'all, I don't care how cute he is. I don't care how fine he is. I don't care how good looking he is. I don't care how much money he got, how much dick he got, how he look. Leave him alone. I don't care how pretty she is. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care what kind of education she got. I don't care what it is. If you do not ascribe to what they practice, leave him or her alone. I don't care if y'all gay, straight, or bi. You're creating problems. And that when you deal with spirituality, it is a very personal and a very a hurtful thing. And I don't deal with hurt that way. And if I got to hurt, everybody got to hurt. Because I'm very vengeful. I'm just keeping it real. If you are out here, and I'm going to tell you another thing that's not good to be with me as a Sagittarius. If you know you's a big liar, and nobody got to tell you that, I'm just being very honest with you. I wouldn't get involved with a Sagittarius. If you know you loose with the truth, do not get involved with a Sagittarius. If you know your mama is loose with the truth, because a Sagittarius do not have a problem telling the President of the United States that he or she is a liar, and they would absolutely have no problem telling your mama or your daddy that they are lying. Your brother, it could be your auntie, it could be a Sagittarius person has absolutely no problem with confrontation. When you know your family, do what everybody, get you some dick from them or some ass from them or whatever it is that you want to have your sexual escapade with them, but do not get in a relationship, because a Sagittarius is not fit to tolerate all them lies. That's why I coined the term lying liar. Not just you, because we all lie. But them people are lying so much, I say, I don't even believe that's your name. I want to see your birth certificate. People laugh about me. I was so serious. I say, these people lie about stuff you ain't even got to lie about. You ask them about the weather, they gonna tell a lie. You ask them the day of the week, they gonna lie. You ask them what color their favorite color, they gonna lie. There's people that will lie about any and everything. That's not gonna work with no Sag. And you gonna feel like that person always calling you out because you always lying. So when I used to get in church and I say, God, avenge me of my adversary, they used to always get nervous. If you not doing nothing, why does me praying those prayers bother you? When I'm asking God to protect me from bloody and deceitful tongues, why does that bother you? These are the things you need to understand as a Sagittarius. This is what you need to understand if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. There go my eldest son. A lot of problems in my life could have been prevented if they would have understood that I was a Sag and what I was not going to tolerate. And a Sagittarius raised by a Virgo? A Sagittarius that had resources? You trying to impress me. And I kept saying, if that was your goal, you should have said, I'd say you sometime. There was nothing in your bloodline that was going to ever impress me. I didn't get with you for this reason. I didn't get with you for that reason. I got with you because I want to get with you. But that was never good enough. See, when you plotting, my mama Sagittarius didn't play. I know that's right. No filter when it comes to a Sagittarius. Let me tell y'all something. I was engaged in conversation. I'm going to tell y'all something about Sagittarius. A Sagittarius is not afraid to talk about your mama, your daddy, your friend. Like, they had so many people in our business. I'm very vocal. I have a way with words. And I'm going to levy the truth. If you are a type of person that you can't keep your business of your relationship with a Sagittarius to yourself, you don't need to be in a relationship with a Sagittarius. When you're intimidated by a Sagittarius, now my ex-wife, you go out there and call people. You don't have to call nobody about praying for your marriage or your relationship, because you don't need to be in that relationship. This is why I would never be back in relationship with any of those women. This is what you have to understand about Sagittarius. A Sagittarius is going to do whatever they got to do to be in a relationship with you. They're going to try everything they can to be in that relationship. When they come to the conclusion that relationship is not going to work, they're not going back. There's no reconciliation spell. There's no prophecy that's going to get that man or woman back. They're not going to do it. Because they done already gave themselves into that relationship. And it profited them nothing. There's no reason to go back. And I will tell them all the time, I'm still the same person. I'm just older, but I'm still the same person. I still practice the same thing that I practice. Why would you want to remarry somebody that you said that's a killer? And I am. You said that I hurt you, and I did. You said I said things that about your family, I did, and I ain't taking it back. So why are you trying to be in a relationship? The problem is that you never accepted me for who I was. You were too busy trying to control me. You were too busy trying to manipulate me. And I told you that shit wasn't gonna never work. My mama manipulated me. She a Virgo. Ain't no other woman on planet Earth gonna ever manipulate me. My mama did a number on me. My biological mother did a number on me. Ain't no other woman gonna bring her ass in my life and play head games with me. Because I have learned, I have got a PhD through the school of that Virgo. Because Virgos are smart. They're ruled by Mercury. So all them head games, none of that gonna work on me. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna retaliate on you. Now I'm gonna beat you at your own game, and then you're gonna end up mad again. Do not, if you're not being genuine, you're not being sincere, do not be with a Sagittarius. Don't even have them as a friend. Because they're going to call you out. If you fake and phony, do not have a Sagittarius friend. Huh? If you the type of person that talks behind people's back, do not have no Sagittarius friend. Don't be in the company of a Sagittarius, because a Sagittarius is going to say something. Because in the Sagittarius mind, they're going to feel like, if you do that to them, you're doing that to me. Chris, some fellas say they are loyal. Sagittarius love their family and their kids and their money. I'm just being honest with y'all. And a lot of my relationship problems, like you say, oh my God, they were never gonna stay with a man like me. Because I was never gonna allow them to do the things that they were accustomed to doing to men. You're not gonna talk to me crazy, you're not gonna betray me, you're not and neither one of my wives cheated on me sexually. That wasn't the problem. It was a disloyalty when it came to my spirituality. And that's the full circumference of who I am. And if you can't accept my spirituality, then you can't accept me. Like, I was never going to not be who I am. I was never not going to be destined to become who I was. And so therefore, when you already came to a conclusion that this was not for you, you should have left me alone. Because that's what Sagittarius people do. Sagittarian people, out of sight, out of mind. But what happens is, you think that you're going to keep on working on me. I'm going to say this to you. I wasn't bothering you. I know it sounds great and it makes you feel great that somebody can say, oh, he doing this and he doing that to you. I haven't mentioned your name in years from these lips. These the same lips that you eat your pussy, I haven't mentioned your name in years. It has not been a thing for me. I'm just being real with you. Because women have this tendency to think, oh, he want me back, or he thinking about me, he doing this. No. I have not uttered your name until today. Sagittarius people, when they're done, they move on. Because Sagittarius people have options. There's no logical reason up under this sun why I would be dealing in the past when I got so much to offer me in the future. I'm going to say this again. If you understood a Sagittarius man or woman, that there's no reason for me to look in the back. Oh, your birthday, December 16, mine the 15th. So there's no reason why I would send conjure in my past when I can be working conjure for my future and my present. There's nothing you have that I cannot get. There's no reason for me to rekindle anything. Let me tell y'all something. I'm like, because sometimes people think I'm being nasty. I would buy new pussy. I would buy used pussy the first time. When I meet somebody and you ain't a virgin, I still deal with you. What I'm not gonna do, and I need you to hear me well what I'm finna say, because I'm gonna show you some profound shit when it comes to a Sag. I'm not gonna buy used pussy twice. Why would I buy a used car that I've already driven? I've already went in the glove compartment. I've already went in the trunk. I'm not gonna buy a used car, the same used car, twice. It makes no utter sense to me. If I got to deal with car issues, it would be another car. It would be another certified pre-owned car. It would not be the same car that I put insurance on. The same car that I'm liable for. And you ain't changed. So there's no need for me to put my life back on the contract with the same car. A lot of y'all do that. Y'all go back to people that ain't changed. Not a Sag. It is what it is. And that don't make you a bad person. That makes you you. I have outgrown that. I have moved on. And I'm going to continuously move on. Well, what you're doing, because if you were doing so great in your life, you would not be doing anything. You would not be worried about you. No energy would be coming my way. You wanted me out of my son's life. I gave you that. Because if I spend a nickel, a dime, a penny, or a quarter, a dollar, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to say, how to say it, and what to say. You don't want me involved? You want to be a single mother? Then be one. That don't make me a bad father. Because if I come over there, I'm going to be a Sag. If I come over there and engage, I'm going to be a Sag. And if you spend my money, I'm going to whoop your ass. Especially if you try to disrespect me. You understand? So to keep peace, I let it go. I let it go. I know how to live and let live. If you don't want a Sagittarius showing up in your life, whether that be your brother, your daddy, your sister, and any Sagittarius that's on my live can tell you whether it's the truth. Is he lying? Is he exaggerating? Is he? It's like that with a Sag. You're not going to show me up. And you're not going to show out on me. Not if I can help it. A lot of these people in the church world have worn ass whooping. Not because I'm a bad person. Not because I bother people. Because they feel like because of what I practice, they had a right to interfere in my life. They had a right to pass opinions. And anybody that's a Sagittarius knows that that's a no-no with a Sag. That is a no-no. First of all, I didn't ask you for your funky ass opinion. Huh? I didn't ask your dog face ass mama. I didn't ask your goat face ass daddy. I didn't ask your giraffe as a neck ass uncle. Because with Sagittarius, we finna get scripted. Because I want you to understand. It was I didn't get involved for their opinion. Because I don't give no fucks about their opinion. I don't care if people like me as a pastor. I don't care if people like me as an apostle. I don't care if you like me as... I don't care. That's the problem. What other signs get messed up. You care how they feel. I don't. You care what they think. I don't. You care what they're doing. I don't. That doesn't make me a bad person. I'm tending to my own business. I was in conversation. They would say, oh, things like, oh, I would never, why you put up with him, I would never marry a man like that. And I said, I never asked you for your sorry hand in marriage either. She said, what you said? I said, I never asked you. I would marry you anyway. I said, because you got too many colors in your leg. Because every man, I said, I'm a dark-skinned man. Every man is not into red women. Now, I will fuck the rainbow. Don't get me as a Sagittarius twisted at all. I will fuck every creek color. And like I said, I'm looking for a midget that's got a disability sticker. And she got to have two. Because I'm tired of parking and trying to find a park. I want to go straight to the front. But that's me. But people will pass opinion because when you deal with a Sagittarius man, you don't want to admit that Sagittarius man, that he or she, a Sagittarius one, that you're doing something for them that you wouldn't do for other men. And so they will watch their daughters do certain things with me. They feel like, well, it got to be spirit, it got to be witchcraft because my daughter ain't never behaved like she never had good dick like this. Why is it hard to believe that the stem of Jesse done went in through the front door and done knocked the back door, and I found the G, cause I know what I'm doing. It wasn't a candle. It was this rod. It wasn't my incense. It was this rod. But when you're magical like I am, you get blamed for everything. People, let me tell y'all something. Christians are the most irresponsible people about life that you ever gonna run across. They're aloof to the reality and truth. You're gonna always, when you are spiritual and you have tangible gifts like I have, you're gonna be always the cause and effect to everything going on in everybody's life. When I was younger, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I entertained a lot of stuff. The older you get as a Sagittarius, you're not going to entertain it. I'm being honest with you. A Sagittarius, the older they get, the less they're going to tolerate. If you trying to go somewhere and be someone, a Sagittarius, they with that. Because they about their money, they about their family, they about their loved ones. They want to see them have, they want to have, they want their people to have. That's the Sagittarius. When my sons them were into certain characters, Marvel characters, I was too. I made sure they had all of that. A Sagittarius man is a very thoughtful person, considerate person. When I was married, whatever they were into, certain characters, I made sure they had those things. When you dealing with a Sagittarius man, he is thoughtful. He is thoughtful. That's the same man that making sure that you got everything you want. But if you do something against him, that same thoughtfulness, he's also going to be considered what to hurt you. He's not a different person. The thoughtfulness that he has when you on this side of the sword, it's the same thoughtfulness that he has on that side of the sword. It's not a different person. It's the same person. The sweetest I can be is the most rotten. That's in the Sagittarius. If they be honest with you, that's how they is. You treat them good, you ain't gonna never see that side of them. You treat them wrong, you gonna see the worst of the worst. Off the hinge. You come in here trying to be smart, I'm going to show you how stupid you is. And so I say all these things, guys, because to grow, to develop, you got to know your energy, your frequency and vibration. If something bothers you, it's okay to say that it bothers you. It's okay to communicate your feelings. It's okay to communicate your thoughts. But only to people that want to hear your thoughts and want to hear your feelings. And I would not have gone through a lot of stuff if people would just accept me for who they were. That's what my mom problem with me to this day. She would not accept me as a Sagittarius. I'm her son. Do what she said. That ain't gonna never happen. Ain't gonna never happen. It's not gonna happen. That's not who I am. It doesn't matter that I'm in Ifa. Don't matter if I'm in Voodoo. Don't matter if I'm Santeria. And you're not gonna sit there and insult a Sagittarius intelligence and tell them some shit that they know that you're not telling the truth. They just not gonna do it. If you ever get an opportunity to have, Minister Mario has been passed away since June the 21st, 2023. I'm still loyal to him. That's how loyal Sagittarius is. Whatever they got for you, death would, not even death would stop that. My grandmother's like that. My grandfather's like that. Sagittarius people, if you ever do right by them, they will be loyal to you to the end. But if you betray them, you're fucked. And they're going to get you back. I'm just telling you. Like, maybe they might not be as outspoken as I am because there are different types of Sagittarius. But me, it's going to be a get back. And I don't care what nobody think about it. If you didn't want me to do what I did, then you should never did or said what you said. That's how I think. You don't want to start no shit, it won't be no shit. But if you start some shit, you might well bring the ceiling fan on down from the ceiling, because I'm gonna turn this mother out. This will be your first and last time trying me like that. And that's a Sag. That's not because I'm a Chief Apostle Samuel the Jr. You don't mess with me, I don't mess with you. I cannot even like you, and I still won't mess with you. I cannot agree with you and still won't mess with you. I may not be into the stuff you into and still won't mess with you. It's when you mess with me that we got a problem, Houston. So I hope that this helped. Let me look at my card. Mother Susan, somebody sent an instant burn for you. I ain't gonna call the name because they ain't tell me to do it. I've been working, Demetrius, I've been using my my reversal today. And I already know they're gonna blame me. I don't really care. But that's just what church people do. They'll start shit and then all of a sudden they try to act like they being attacked when they just getting back what they put out. That's for Demetrius. And then Mama Susan, oil of gladness. And I know you feel real crunchy that you did all that work and my spirits broke that off of me just like that. I know that you didn't do that just for me to be in a little pain and go through what I went through for a short period of time. Let me tell you something what you did. Cause I'm older now. Now I'm gonna put it to your ass. And I'm telling you before I get started, which I started today, I was not bothering you. You were out of sight, out of mind. I'm not I got too much going on to be looking backwards. I'm not an enemy. I'm a lot of things to you, but I'm not an enemy. Because I regret nothing. And when you get a Sagittarius in your life, you ever get fortunate to get a Sagittarius like me in your life, and you get some good dick in your life, then next time what you should do is make sure that that's where you want to be. When you get your ticket to the movie, make sure that's the movie you want to see. When you get your plane ticket, make sure that's the plane you want to fly on. Because when you abort mission, your ass will never, this right here, you will never ride on that again, ever. You would never have no more of that. You would never get any of that. Learn, y'all, when you got a good thing in your life, don't let outside forces mess your hand up. Because guess what? They can't give you back this kind of man. Gay, straight, or bi. Gay, straight, or bi. Because when you lose a Sag, you're losing something. Especially a mature, spiritual Sag. Sagittarius is very generous. And they're going to give you whatever you want. And they're going to go out their way to make you happy. And that's the ones that are poor as well as the ones that are rich. The better Sag get in life, the better they're going to be to you. I got some Sagittarius on here. I got some people that got Sagittarius in life. Tell me, ancestor for Karen O'Brien. Tell me where I told a lie. Tell me. We on live. I give you permission. Tell me where I told a lie at. You have a right to call me a devil, but you ain't got a right to live with me, though. Okay, I got everybody. It's gonna be better days, y'all. Especially them that support me. Because long as God give me life, health, and strength, I'm going to get up and do what I need to do to make sure it is better days. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I uploaded the video that I did on TikTok. And then I got this one going to be uploaded. It's real. What my baby Scorpio? I do have blue incense. Blue incense would be my peace incense. And courtroom, thank you. Yeah, the peace incense is blue, and the the courtroom incense is blue. I don't get up in the morning trying to figure out how I'm gonna calm people. And that's why a lot of my clients tell me, Apostle, I ain't worried about you. I know you got me, blah, blah, blah. I'm not that guy. I'm not a disingenuous person. I'm not that guy. I don't care how volatile I could get. I'm never going to unfairly come against somebody because they don't like me. I don't care. But if you mess with me, I care. As my mama say, my mom Virgo, she said, as long as you don't put your dick beaters on me, we good. Long as you don't tamper with Chief Apostle Samuel Jr., there is not a problem. And you have a right to feel however you want to feel about me. I don't have a problem. Just don't pass some opinion and put them into action and send them over here. All right. Assalamu alaikum, salaikum salam.